What are some challenges that does affect women? There are various challenges that can affect women across different aspects of life. Here are some common challenges that women face. Gender inequality. Women often encounter discrimination and unequal treatment based on their gender. This can manifest in areas such as employment, education, healthcare, and political representation. Gender pay gap. Women frequently experience wage disparities compared to their male counterparts, with women earning less for performing similar work. This pay gap can be influenced by factors like occupational segregation, unconscious bias, and limited access to career advancement opportunities. Limited representation in leadership roles. Women are often underrepresented in leadership positions in various fields, including business, politics, and academia. This lack of representation can hinder their ability to shape policies, influence decision-making processes, and address issues that specifically affect women. Violence against women. Physical, sexual, and emotional violence disproportionately affect women. This includes domestic violence, sexual assault, harassment, and human trafficking. Such acts of violence can have severe and long-lasting effects on the physical and mental well-being of women. Limited access to education. In some regions, girls face barriers to accessing quality education. Factors like poverty, cultural norms, early marriage, and gender stereotypes contribute to lower enrollment rates and limited educational opportunities for girls and women. Health disparities. Women may encounter disparities in healthcare, including inadequate access to reproductive healthcare, maternal health services, and treatment for certain health conditions. Issues such as menstrual health and menopause are also often stigmatized or overlooked. Work-life balance. Balancing work and personal responsibilities, particularly in contexts without sufficient family support systems, can be challenging for women. This can lead to stress, burnout, and limitations in career advancement. Societal expectations and gender stereotypes. Traditional gender roles and societal expectations can impose constraints on women's choices and opportunities. Stereotypes regarding women's abilities, roles, and appearance can affect self-esteem, career choices, and personal development. It is important to note that these challenges can vary depending on cultural, social, and economic contexts. Efforts to address these challenges involve promoting gender equality, empowering women economically and socially, and challenging societal norms and biases. Certainly. Here are some additional challenges that can affect women. Reproductive rights. Women's reproductive rights, including access to contraception, safe abortion services, and comprehensive reproductive health care, can face legal and societal barriers. Restrictions on reproductive choices can limit women's autonomy and control over their bodies and reproductive health. Maternal mortality. Maternal mortality rates remain high in certain regions, particularly in developing countries. Lack of access to quality maternal health care, including prenatal and postnatal care, skilled birth attendants, and emergency obstetric services, contributes to the risk of maternal deaths. Gender-based discrimination and harassment. Women often face discrimination and harassment in various spheres of life, such as the workplace, public spaces, and online platforms. This can include sexual harassment, objectification, gender-based bullying, and cyberbullying. Double burden of work. Many women face the challenge of balancing paid work with unpaid domestic and caregiving responsibilities. This can create an additional burden and limit their opportunities for career advancement and personal fulfillment. Intersectionality. Women from marginalized groups, including women of color, LGBTQ+ women, women with disabilities, and women from low-income backgrounds, can face compounded challenges due to intersectional discrimination. They may experience discrimination based on both their gender and other aspects of their identity. Limited access to financial resources. Women often have limited access to financial resources, including loans, credit, and business opportunities. This can hinder their ability to start businesses, gain financial independence, and accumulate wealth. Political underrepresentation. Women are often underrepresented in political leadership roles, both at the national and local levels. This can result in limited influence over decision-making processes and policies that affect women's rights and interests. Cultural and social norms. Deep-rooted cultural and social norms can perpetuate gender inequality and restrict women's choices and freedoms. Practices such as child marriage, female genital mutilation, and honor-based violence pose significant challenges to women's rights and well-being. It is important to recognize and address these challenges to achieve gender equality and create a more inclusive and equitable society for all individuals, regardless of their gender. Certainly. Here are some additional challenges that can affect women. Access to justice. Women may face obstacles when seeking justice, particularly in cases of gender-based violence and discrimination. Factors such as inadequate legal protection, limited access to legal resources, and societal stigma can hinder women's ability to obtain justice and hold perpetrators accountable. Online harassment and cyberbullying. Women are often targets of online harassment, cyberbullying, and digital abuse. This can include threats, stalking, non-consensual sharing of intimate images, revenge porn, and misogynistic attacks. Such harassment can have a profound impact on women's mental health and well-being. Ageism. Older women may experience age-related discrimination, including in the workplace and healthcare settings. They can face challenges related to ageism, limited employment opportunities, financial insecurity, and access to adequate healthcare and social support. Inadequate representation in media. Women are frequently underrepresented or misrepresented in media, including film, television, advertising, and news coverage. This can reinforce stereotypes, objectification, and unrealistic beauty standards, affecting women's self-esteem and shaping societal perceptions. Body image pressures. Women often face societal pressure to conform to narrow beauty standards, leading to body image issues, low self-esteem, and unhealthy behaviors. Media, advertising, and social media platforms can contribute to these pressures, perpetuating unrealistic ideals of beauty. Mental health challenges. Women can experience specific mental health challenges, including higher rates of depression and anxiety. Factors such as hormonal changes, reproductive health issues, societal expectations, and gender-based violence contribute to these disparities. Displacement and refugee crises. Women and girls are particularly vulnerable during times of displacement, conflict, and refugee crises. They face increased risks of violence, human trafficking, sexual exploitation, and limited access to essential services like healthcare and education. Lack of representation in STEM fields. Women are underrepresented in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, fields. This gender gap can be attributed to stereotypes, biases, and limited opportunities for girls and women to pursue STEM education and careers. Motherhood penalty. Women may face career setbacks and economic disadvantages due to the motherhood penalty. This refers to discrimination and reduced opportunities faced by working mothers, including lower wages, limited job prospects, and difficulty balancing work and family responsibilities. These challenges highlight the need for ongoing efforts to address gender inequalities and create a more inclusive and supportive environment for women. By promoting gender equity, challenging stereotypes, and ensuring equal opportunities, we can work towards a more just and equitable society for all.